Hello, everyone. Welcome to Serendipity Wine's Appellation Deep Dive series. Every great wine communicates a sense of place. Each one of those wines has a story to tell, the history, the journey, the collected knowledge of each vintage, all accumulated in a glass. It is our aim at Serendipity Wines to give you a glimpse behind the scenes and bring you some of the magic of wine a little closer to home.
Let's travel to northeast and let's find a winery called Col di Lamo. This is a boutique, modern-looking winery. If you see the picture of the winery, I'm pretty sure you will see it really soon. Is in the northeast, as I said, looking at the Col d'Orcia. This is a winery. Is the youngest winery of our group today because the owner, which she graduated in law, but never really lost her family history in wine business, actually, because she's the daughter of Gianna Neri. Her father started, pretty much was one of the pioneers of Montalcino, making Brunello di Montalcino in 70s. And this is an incredible story too. But you know, her story started on a wine business in 1997. She has this beautiful small piece of land and start to sell grapes, and she find out that this grape was added an incredible potential. So in 2003, she produced her first vintage. Youngest project, as I said, with a modern approach to show the world the power of women in the wine business. Everybody, Gianna Neri. Ciao Gianna.
Ciao. Ciao.
Tutto bene? How are you doing?
Very well, thank you very much.
Gianna, I know next to you you have your daughter Diletta, which I would love to see. Here we go. Ciao Diletta.
Hello everybody. Yes.
Well, Diletta will be the second generation of this beautiful project, hopefully for many years from today. Gianna, I want to start right away with the first question, if I may, se posso. I know you started later than everybody here in this group, no? Because you are the youngest project. But can you let us know what let you start? How you that kind of spark get in your head and says, I want to do this?
Yes, because I have not started later really, but I have started because I study for law and I study for law, and after I make a lawyer, I study in the university, but really my father have this farmer, and I love very much this kind of a project, and I help him when I don't study for law and I don't play lawyer for the PR and also for the communication. And after when my father dead, when my father dead, I must decide, because I have a very big problem with the mentality that is just a little bit in Italy, is just a little bit a mentality that is masculine. So I must decide if sell or continue my farmer. And so I decided that I decided to divide the farmer of my father and take my part and to create another farmer.
Because as a strong woman you are, because I know you pretty well, I'm not surprised you decide to start your own self project.
Yes, I think that I am strong because I decided to go I decided. So I must say that in Italy there is a mentality that is very masculine. So when I must decide if I want leave my farmer, or I want to create another one. So I decide that I must, I can create another farmer.
And make a Col di Lamo. Col di Lamo, which mean hill of Lamo, no?
Yes, Col di Lamo, because I decided to divide this little farmer, and I decided to divide, and yes, and make and I created also this kind of wine of name, because is the 30% of this land I take, and I decided to give a name to create another farmer, and to create another dream, because for me it's a really dream. Yes, because the 30% of this land is mine. I have only 4 hectares in Dalfa, and I decided to growing this little land like my daughter. So now in this moment we have about 10 hectares, and in the moment that I decide to divide is because there is something that are not so good for me, that I don't understand, and I prefer to create another one. And I think that I realize a dream. For me, it's a dream, because in Italy, for me, that I am not so young. So 20 years ago, the agriculture is a kind of a job that is not for women, but is for men. So it's very difficult for me sometimes to ask the money to the bank, or to ask something, because I am alone. For this reason, is just a little bit more difficult. And when I give to this soil a name like my daughter, so and I growing this land like my daughter.
You have an extra daughter. You have the land.
Yes, it's my land. I am very proud to have created the Col di Lamo, and also I am very proud because I am very proud.
Gianna, I was lucky enough to be there a couple of years ago with my family. You remember that, to your winery, and I, of course, personally walk around and I felt the magic in the land. But to describe to everybody here in the chat right now, so how you feel when you walk around the vineyards, what you see around the vineyards, what particularity you can find in that part of Montalcino?
But I am very happy because I realize a dream. So I realize a dream. And I make a farmer that growing like my daughter. So when I realize I am alone and I have no person that help me, so I realize a dream. And when I walk, I see behind my vineyard there is a Montalcino. In the right there is the Montamiata mountain. In front of my vineyard, there is a Valdorcia, that is a very beautiful place, that is a Patrimonio UNESCO. So I think that all my little work that I make again the main mentality, again the main mentality, again also the tradition. I am very proud because alone I realized this little dream, and my vineyard, I can see that growing like my daughter. So I give the name of my daughter Deleta, and I give to my farmer the name of Col di Lamo. And so I am very, very happy. And when I work in my vine, I realize my dream. So when you are in my cellar, before you enter, you can see a label where there is right, where is the right, that is a very beautiful thing. Phrases that is in the Little Prince, maker of your life a dream, because it's a so for me. I am very also proud. I am very proud, like a woman also.
Gianna, you the only one here, not because the other are not doing that thing. I say now, you're the only one certified organic, if I'm correct, in this conversation. How you make your winery organic, like wine cellar, and your land organic, certified organic? Why this project?
Why this project? Because I should like to produce a kind of wine that is represent my soil, and also because I believe in the organic, because we must respect all. We must respect, especially the wine that are like us, that is not very cheap, but are very are expensive. So I believe that we must respect all the world that are around us. So I decided to be organic, and I don't produce a lot of bottle because I have 10 hectares, and really I produce only in 3 kind of wine, 30,000 bottle only. The farmer that have the same hectare produce, I think, maybe 60,000 or more.
Your label, okay? Can you explain to us why this label?
I want to have a label that is a profile of a woman, and that write this woman write by hand, Col di Lamo. Must be very simply, because this is a dream, and must have this color, because in this northeast there is a very beautiful, I think that a very beautiful area, because there is the green of the hill and the orange of the sunset. So I decided to make this very simple label, but that for me is very beautiful. Because I decided to be organic, I make all by hand. And for instance, I don't buy the yeast, but my yeast are made by a pied de couve. So I take my grape and I make yeast like you can make yeast by pizza that you make by hand. So I make my beautiful grape, and I put in a little still, and I make some. So I started the vinification with a pied de couve, and I don't use it chemical in the vine, and also in vine.
Talk about the vinification.
Before the harvest, when we take the very beautiful grape in my vineyard, and we make a pied de couve with my grape, and I make with my grape my yeast. And after a few days that they started the fermentation, this little still, I started the vinification. I started the harvest, and when we started the harvest, we put our yeast make by ourselves, by our grape, into the still or the cement that are full up.
And after that, like in the wine cellar, how what is your philosophy of vinification? How you proceeded to create a Brunello di Montalcino?
My philosophy is that I want to produce a kind of a Brunello that is more natural than I can. So I would like to produce a kind of a Brunello that represent my soil, my land, that is the Northeast. So is more natural that I can, and I want to start to produce the wine from the grape. I don't want to produce the wine in the cellar, but from the grape. So all the vintage are different because the weather, the season are different. So the 24, 25, 26, 27 are all different. And I should like to produce, because for me, the beautiful and the power of the word is the power of the word is the difference. So
Of
welcome
course.
to the difference. Welcome to the difference, and I should like to produce my Brunello that is different, is organic, and represent my soil and represent my northeast area.
Gianna, this wine is beautiful. The color is beautiful. The nose is fantastic. For sure, represent you as a woman in power.
Woman in power. Ciao. Ciao. Ciao.
Thank
ciao.
you. Grazie, Gianna. Grazie. Ci vediamo presto. I want to thank the whole guest, our guest again, customers, the wineries. For me, it was an incredible an hour and 15 minutes conversation. I hope everybody enjoyed. I hope everybody understood what is the potential of Montalcino from now to the next 20, 30, 40 years, and do business with you, for all of you. And saying that, I hope you guys support this important producer and be inspired to showcase their wines and in your list on your wine shops. For us, it's really important. Again, please, if you want to place any orders, I'm pretty sure you will. Contact your sales rep right away today and make orders, because we know that the allocations are not big and they will run out really soon. I want to say ciao, grazie mille. Thank you so much to everybody. And hopefully we see you soon at the Icon Series. Thank you, guys. Ciao.
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 Thank
you.
Ciao a tutti.
Ciao, grazie.
Ciao.
Ciao a tutti.
Ciao a tutti.